What's up, guys? Team Productions here, and today we're going to be predicting all of NFL Week 6. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started. For the first game, which is tonight, we have the 49ers at the Seahawks, and I like the 49ers in this game, 31-20. I think that the 49ers need to bounce back. I think this is a must-win. They're already 0-2 to the division, and they might go 0-3 tonight if they lose. I don't think Brock Purdy's good. George Hill's good. Ayuk, Debo, they need to win. I think that, again, I don't like the 49ers where are at right now either, but I think that I trust, obviously, Kyle Shanahan more. So give me the 49ers in this game, 31-20. Next, we have the London game of the week, which is the Jaguars at the Bears. Give me the Bears in this game, 30-14. I think the Jaguars are good, but they almost lost to Joe Flacco, and I think their defense just isn't that good. I think the Bears played really good last week. I think they have a lot of momentum, going into this week, going to London. And obviously, the Jaguars have played really well in London in the past few years. I just think the Bears are better right now. I think they moved to 4-2 in this game. Again, 30-14. Give me the Bears. I believe in Caleb Williams a lot more after last week. I think DJ Moore will bounce back. I think DeAndre Swift, had a great game last week again. It just really boosted that entire team's morale, that entire team's attitude, especially DJ Moore's, because he was looking like he might want to, get traded. But now they're giving the ball more. I like what they're doing right now. Next, we have the Texans at the Patriots, and this is a weird one because the Texans almost lost last week against the Bills team, who, was horrible on offense, in my opinion. But at the same time, they're a good team, so it doesn't really make that much sense, like how they almost lost to the Bills. And the Patriots, they just, are starting Drake May this week. I think that they will have some serious momentum this week. I don't know why. I think this game is close, but I have the Texans winning this game. Another close one, like 20-17. Again, a 3-point game, just like last week against Buffalo. I believe in CJ Stroud a lot more than I believe in, obviously, like Drake May. And I believe in Diggs, Tank Dell. Next up, we have the Commanders at the Ravens, and this looks like it might be game of the week. Jaden Daniels is looking like the rookie of the year. Some people are even saying MVP candidate. I don't know about that yet because he only has 4 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but I could definitely see it happening, especially if he gets to win here on the road against Baltimore. I'm going to go with Baltimore here. I mean, they have 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. He played out of his mind last week. They have Derrick Henry, who was a top 10 running back all time, by the way. I just want to make that point. He is insane. But it will be close, all right? It will definitely be close. I have the Ravens in this game 24-21. They just have such a good home field advantage that I don't think Jaden Daniels is prepared for, just in terms of being a rookie, one of your first big games. This is a huge game because if they win, they're 5-1, I'm not sure, they might be atop of the NFC with this win. I'm not sure again, I'm not sure about the standings right now because it doesn't really matter this early in the season, but to be 5-1, maybe definitely top of the NFC East, maybe a top of the entire NFC. That would be insane for a rookie like that. I think he will probably move at least top 5 in MVP. But again, it's all that pressure. I'm giving the Ravens, though. They are greatly coached, great quarterback, great running back, great defense, good wide receiving core. Give me the Ravens 24-21. Give me the Eagles in this game 40-15 or something a weird score like that, because I think that the Browns are worst teams in the NFL by far. Sean Watson stinks. I think Amari Cooper's gonna get traded. And I think their defense is just a little bit overrated. You know what I mean? I always thought it was a little bit overrated, but it still had the key players. But especially this year, it's just not that good. So I'm going to Eagles this game. Again, 40-15, weird score. I think the Eagles bounce back. I think they get a win that is much needed to boost the entire team's confidence. Next up, we have the Cardinals at the Packers. And this is a weird game because I like both teams. I would choose both teams if I could. I honestly just want to see a good game. I don't want to have rooting for anyone, but I think that the Packers are going to win. I think that Jordan Love's better than Kyler Murray, even though Kyler Murray's super underrated. It's just such a tough environment to go into and get a win. Little side note I didn't notice, 0-2 means that they're 0-2 on the road and 0-2 at home, not that they're 0-2 to the division. That's my bad. But we're going to get to the Colts and Titans in this game. This is a weird game because Anthony Richardson's coming back. He's active. I just got the alert on my phone that he's active for this week. I have him in fantasy. And the reason I say this is a weird game because I think this might be, the second year in a row where Joe Flacco will take over the starting spot, for a team in the AFC. I think that Anthony Richardson is a good, talented quarterback. I just don't think he fits well in this offense. I think he needs a different type of coach for him to succeed, in this league. So I think that he's going to get benched in this game. Because, again, I don't think he fits the offense that well. I mean, he wasn't really doing that well when, he was hurt, and then Joe Flacco comes in and he's lighting it up. You know what I mean? He's doing great. You can look at the stats, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's not very good. I think that the Titans will win this game 21-20, some crazy score like that. And I think that there's going to be conversations. I don't know if he's going to be benched that game, or after this game, but there will be conversations that, hey, we were doing great with Joe Flacco. Even though they lost against the Jaguars, we were doing great. Now we're just not doing that good with Richardson. There's gonna be talks about this game. So again, give me the Titans 21-20. Next up, we have the Bucks at the Saints, and give me the Bucks in this game. I think Todd Bowles is a great coach. After they lost in a bad way. The Bucky Irving fumble, them letting up like 500 yards from Kirk. They will fix this defense. They're going up against the Saints team that has lost 3 in a row. That is just completely, I won't say demoralized, but they are. They're kind of done. You know what I mean? That was a bad loss against the Chiefs. You know, I just don't think they're that good. I don't think the Saints are that good. I think the Bucks will win the NFC South, or at least really contend for a good wild card spot, maybe the 5 or 6 seed. But yeah, I just do not see like the Saints winning this game at all. It might be a tough environment for the Bucks, but Baker Mayfield's good. I trust Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I trust their defense. I trust Rashad White and Bucky Irving, a good running back duo, a pretty underrated one too. So gonna be the Bucks in this game, 27-14. Next up, we are on to the 4 o'clock games. First 4 o'clock game of the weekend, or on Sunday, I should say, is the Chargers at the Broncos. And as much as I want to take the Broncos in this game, I got to take the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh's a great coach, you know what I mean? They were just coming off a bye week, so they got healthier. They're back. They're gonna be back. They're gonna play well. Honestly, I think they're gonna play great. I think the Broncos are also gonna play good too. But Jim Harbaugh is just such a good coach. Herbert's great. I think that Quentin Johnson's underrated. I think J.K. Dobbins is good. I think that back-to-back losses is just not the way they wanted the season to start, and they're gonna make sure that's not gonna become 3 losses in a row. They're gonna get the win, 20-17. Yeah, it's gonna be a low scoring game. It's an AFC South game, 4 o'clock. It's gonna be low scoring, but I still think it'll be competitive. I still think it'll be fun to watch. There'll be some interceptions, some big plays. It'll be a fun game, but again, give me the Chargers, 2017. Next up, we have the Steelers at the Raiders, and even though the Steelers started the season 3-2, I don't think they're feeling the most confident. And again, even though the Raiders 2-3, it's not horrible. They still have a lot of doubts, on this team. They benched Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell starting. And you'd think that, benching and starting a different quarterback would help, but not against Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's an insane defensive coach, and he's also just a good head coach. He's gonna get picks more involved. We saw everyone talks about, how his body language and everything. He's gonna get him more involved. He's gonna, have Fields play better. The defense is gonna play good as it always does. Force fumbles, get interceptions, all that, and they're gonna win 24-10. Next up, we have another great game. This might be game of the week. Lions at the Cowboys, and this is a crazy game because this is a huge win for either team that wins this game. You know what I mean? Like if the Lions win, they got revenge for obviously last year, the whole Taylor Decker incident or whatever. The ineligible man. I'm not even sure about what happened, but you know what happened. And then the Cowboys, obviously, if they win, they've won 3 in a row. They're back. Dak's playing good. Their team's just winning. That's what they need to do. They just need to win. And this is one of the toughest games to pick up this week, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Even though the Lions are off a bye week, the Cowboys have won 2 straight games in a row. No matter how much they're beat up. One thing you can notice here: they're 0-2 at home. They're not gonna go 0-3 at home to start the season. That's just not gonna happen. They're gonna win this game. The fans are gonna show up, and it's gonna be a really competitive game. It's gonna end up, going in the Cowboys' favor. Give me the Cowboys in this game, 30-27. Next, with the Falcons at the Panthers. Give me the Falcons in this game, like 40-20 or something. As Panthers offense looked better the first 2 weeks with Andy Dalton. Yeah, did it look bad last week? Definitely looked bad last week. And their defense stinks. So yeah, give me the Falcons just to put up tons of points. Next up we have the Bengals at the Giants, and I know some people don't want to watch it, but I think this is going to be a great game. The Giants will be getting back Singletary and Neighbors. They have momentum. They beat the Seahawks, The Bengals, they saw us a heartbreaker to, the Ravens. Some people are calling for Zach Taylor to be fired. This is a must win for the Bengals. If the Giants lose, whatever. If the Giants win, cool. They don't care. They have a lot of hope for the future because they've looked a lot better this year than they did last year. Even with Daniel Jones at quarterback, he hasn't been playing that bad. They'll probably draft someone next year, but they look decent. They look like a team that can put up a fight, against any team. Team to put up a fight against the Bengals. But it's a must win for the Bengals. It's like the Panthers game. They need to win. They will win. The Bengals in this game, 20-19 or something. Some really close score. Next up, we have the Bills at the Jets, the final game of the week, and the Bills are my team. You can tell by the jersey, you can tell by the hat. It's hard to tell, but there's the Bills logo on there. And this is just a game where it's like if we lose, there needs to be talks about firing McDermott. But if we win, we're good. We're 4-2. I'll be mad. I won't be mad if we're 3-3. If you told me at the start of the season, you'll be 3-3 through the worst stretch of the season, the worst 3-game stretch, I'll be all right, whatever. But being 3-3, but losing 3 straight games on the road against good teams, good decent teams. I'm not saying the Jets are like a great team, but that's not good. It's like a fireable. That's fireable right there. Um, and obviously the Jets on cue. The week we're playing them, fired their head coach and got rid of Nathaniel Hackett call plays. Now the other guy, which I don't like because there's always a boost when they fire their bad head coach. But if we win, oh cool. Someone pick us to win because I don't want to have the chatter about firing Sean McDermott. So give me the Bills though. Please just get a win. Go to the top of the AFCs because this again, whoever wins goes to the top of the AFCs. This is the game of the week. You know, we've lost back-to-back games in MetLife. We cannot beat the Jets. It seems like. Um, but I'm not gonna pick against my team. Yeah, what fan is doing that besides fan of bad teams? Like we have Josh Allen. We'll be fine, and we might get Taron Johnson back. Bernard came back and he played great. Dorian Williams played great. So give me the Bills in this game. I think the offense gets back to normal. 27 to I don't know 18 or something. 27-17. Give me the Bills in this game to win, to go to 4-2 against, and we'll be facing the Titans next week at home. So please get a win, go back home, go back to Buffalo with a 4-2 record, please. 27-17. That's my prediction. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I'll see you next time for another hand production video.